Sahanavavatu Sahanabhunaktu Sahaviyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
130. Nirindhanagnivachitam Shamed yogena karane Samskara matra sheshatvat Nadhi samkartumarhati. The question was, what is the pratikara or the upaya to terminate the jivatva of this Atma Swarupa? Our true nature is totally free from samsara. Due to ignorance, we appear to be samsari jiva. How this bhuta atmatva or jivatva can be discarded, terminated? So that was the question by Valakilya, for which the antidote is Brahma Vidya. Having got the eligibility to gain the knowledge in terms of vairagya, so one has to acquire Brahma Vidya. The four means or the four facets of Brahma Vidya are tapas, yoga, stuti and bodha. Tapas, as we have seen, is svashrama uchita dharma, a discharging of karmas, performance of karmas in accordance with one's own status in life, ashrama in life. So that is why it is that is what is called as tapas. So in Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter we find Lord Krishna says to whom this knowledge should not be imparted. One who has no shraddha, one who has no bhakti, and also idam te na tapaskaya vachyam vastu. Atapaskaya na vachyam. A person who is atapaskaha, to him it is not to be told. There that atapaskaya is this person. Who is this person? Who doesn't discharge one's own duties in accordance with the ashrama dharma. In olden days, this ashrama dharma duties were in accordance with the ashrama, varnashrama, brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, shudra, and then brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, they were there. The modern context, generally these are out of practice nowadays. So the question may come, what is one's own karma, what is one's own duty? So one has to find the status in life, the status in the family, in the society, as a nation. So based on that, but it is not difficult to find out what is one's own duty. And that duty must be not just for oneself as such. Always the Shastra speaks of the things. I should endeavor for my enhancement, but not at the cost of others. So I should strive to enhance myself along with others. If I can't help others, or I cannot be one who can't contribute to the good of others, at least let me take precaution that I don't come in their way. That's why help ever, hurt never. But you can't help others all the time. But at least certainly we take care that we don't hurt others, we don't harm others, we don't come in the way of others. Wherever possible we can do. For example, a person who is serving, whatever the duty is there, that is what it is. Otherwise it is becoming a thieving, drawing a salary of 20,000 and not doing even the work of 2,000. It is not, it is against the dharma. So one's own duty. A businessman, let us say. Businessman, not that only for the sake of profit, it is a service to the people who need the things, etc. Of course, one has to take account of profit, but also the benefit goes to the one who is consuming the goods. That way, taking into account others' needs also, other responsibility, one's own responsibility. With this, it is not very difficult to figure out one's own karma duty at the backdrop of varna, ashrama, dharma. But final duty is what? Gaining knowledge of one's Swarupa. Why? Because we are born as human beings. If it were not human being, suppose animals or heavenly embodiment, this cannot be the duty. For a human being, the first and foremost duty is towards to oneself to gain this knowledge. In that context, other duty Shastra says. Why? A person who has not discharged the duties will have the guilt conscience. It was expected of me, I did not do. That's why even before sannyasa, these all things are to be taken into account. Because after one sannyasa is taken, the karma is no more available to this person. So that guilt should not be there. And if that guilt is there, that can never apply to Shravana. It can't take to inquiry, leave aside gaining the knowledge of oneself. So Shastra is very particular about discharging of the duties. That is what Swashramochita Dharma. For example, a family member taking care of parents, etc. That also is a duty. So, or the to lead from self, that also is a duty. That's something that not only like Agnihotra and all that. That was there in olden days. Prayers also. Prayers can be offered. It can also be a duty because I am trying to relate myself with who? Ishvara, so that I can get the proper disposition. That also can be duty. So like this, with little discretion, one can figure out in the modern context what can be one's own duties in that. But final goal being gaining the knowledge of oneself. Keeping that at the final goal, one has to find out what the duty in the particular circumstances can be. So that is what is said as Atapaskaya Navachyam. Bhagavad Lord Krishna says, who has not discharged the duties like that person, this knowledge should not be given because that person cannot have the required frame of mind. It is a waste of time of the teacher and also of that person. So it will not work. So that is Swashramochita Dharma. So this discharging such duties helps one to, means the duty has got the prime importance and not one is able to get out of that. Thereby what happens? The mind gets disciplined and tamasa, rajasa, vrittis get eliminated from one's own budham. And when tamasa, rajasa, vrittis, as we have seen earlier, they get eliminated, mind, that is what happens. The mind becomes shanta because sattva vriddhi takes place. Sattva guna gets enriched. And when sattva predominance is there, dhi ekagrata, that steady frame of mind, chitta naishchalya, steadiness of the mind is gained. And in that steadiness of the mind, which is exposed to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana can be effectively taken to, and Atma Tattvanubhava is possible. And when Atma Tattvanubhava is possible, at the backdrop of inquiry, Shravana, Manana, in the ascertainment of Atma Sarupa, that itself is Atma Jnana, Muktaha na samsari. That person doesn't get subjected to this samsara, gets freed from samsara. In this context, Shravana, Manana, thereafterwards Nididhyasana, making the mind get absorbed in the Atma Sarupa is indispensable. From that standpoint, yoga was told. What is yoga? That is yogena. Yogena means yoga is chitta samadhana. Actually here yoga chitta samadhana means total absorption of the mind with Atma Sarupa, which cannot be anything other than Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But Nirvikalpa Samadhi with knowledge. Ashtanga Yogi also has got Atmanubhava Nirvikalpa Samadhi because having not taken to inquiry, he doesn't know that this is my Sarupa. I took to the sadhanas of Ashtanga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and finally I have got this Samadhi. But who? I. Which I? The one who is identified with the embodiment. And he doesn't take help of Shruti, and Jagat is real for him. All the time I have to be there in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. The Jagat is taken as real. Not that way. If Shruti Pramana is taken and inquired, for him actually it is very easy to gain the Atma Jnana because Atmanubhava is already there. Only what is required is just pointing out this is your Sarupa and how this embodiment cannot be. You have to be figured out based on the inquiry guided by Upanishad. So there, in that yoga, when the mind gets absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, the Chittam Antakarana is what? Nirindhanagni Vachya. Like a fire which has already consumed all fuel at its disposal. It has become quiet now, no further mentation. It is absorbed in the Sarupa, Karana there, Atma Sarupa. A doubt is possible. Look, this absorption of the mind, chitta, in one's true nature, karana is Atma Sarupa. After all, it is a state of the mind. This person may be absorbed in the Sarupa for a while, but that mind will again come out of it, and again comes out of it. What will happen? The good old things will start. Again, samsara will continue. He says no. Why? Because such a mind which has got absorbed in the Swarupa and knows what Atma Swarupa is, that is like this. He samskara, second line of 130. He samskara matra sheshatva. Of course, that antakarna is there. Antakarna is still there. So, antakarna there. But what is his condition now? Samskara matra sheshatva. Only the earlier samskaras are there. And those samskaras also are what? Because of the knowledge, it is now badhita. They are now, that is, negated in the sense, they are not true in the sense, they don't have the capacity to, that is, make him continue in the samsara any further. What we generally say, his prarabdha is there. Prarabdha is there. But prarabdha vashat, what is there in the badhita means incapable of casting any further samsara. The example generally given is that of roasted seeds. Mungfali, roasted mungfali. Useful or not? Especially tomorrow when you travel in the bus, fast time it will be, okay? And it will also, when you are hungry, it will appease your hunger. But it can't germinate. Roasted seeds, when you sow them, they can't germinate. But for appearance, it appears like seed. It may be some utility also it may have. Like that. His antakarna there, samskaras are there, but they are like the roasted seed. It is not capable of further, giving him further transmigration or this. It is useful also, because his knowledge can be useful to others like that. But it cannot give further samsara. So therefore, Dhihi samskara matra sheshatva. So like the roasted seed, appearance may be there. So the samskaras which are actually nullified, they are badhita means nullified, negated in the sense nullified, incapable of casting any further samskara. That being the case, samsartum na arhati. That person cannot get subjected to Brahmanarana is not possible for that person. Why? The root cause ignorance is eliminated. Now in that state, yogena chittam nirindhanagnivat shammet vastu. By yoga, one more thing. Now this yoga, to make this mind totally absorbed in the Swarupa. In olden days, Ashtanga Yoga also was one of the means, but nowadays it is something which is not the purview of majority of the people, and therefore there is also alternative which is called a Drik-Drishya Viveka method. So you can refer to my commentary on Drik-Drishya Viveka, Vedantic ways to Samadhi. Actually, what we are doing in Nididhyasana, taking help of thoughts, whatever thought it may come, whether corresponding to external object or internally, making use of those thoughts to arrive at and appreciate the Chaitanya which makes us know, means focusing the attention on the Chaitanya which makes us know the thought irrespective of what it is, and not focusing the attention on the Nama Rupa of the thought. So that if with proper preparation taken to, what happens in due course, the thought having the Nama Rupa, with the help of which we are trying to appreciate the Chaitanya Rupa, gets slowly relegated to the back. In the beginning, Chaitanya plus thought. Mixed, both are mixed. Afterward, by practice, that thought gets relegated to the back, mind gets absorbed in the Chaitanya Swarupa. More about that, you can see in the Drik-Drishya commentary, Vedantic ways to Samadhi at different levels. So, external, internal, and different stages of accomplishment, everything has been discussed there. So that is how is alternative to Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga today, except little asana pranayama, is beyond the means of a average person. I think only few may be there. And those people who take to Ashtanga Yoga will never be seen in the marketplace. There will be somewhere in the remote corner somewhere lost as such. So that is not the only way as such. Dridrisha Viveka, which can be taken with much benefit by all, with a little preparation, is possible. So now, in that state, when yogena nirindhanagdevat chittam shammed was told, the mind gets totally absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, like the fire without the fuel, for which means what is there is only Jiva, the individuality is no more there, the individuality is discarded and discovered what is Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. For this state of mind getting absorbed in that, so where separate, distinct individuality is not there as a Jiva, the few illustrations are given to describe that state. Tadanim Jiva Chaitanyam Brahmanyeki Bhaved Yatha Jale Jalam Vanhiragnau Vyomni Vyoma Sthitam Tatha Tadanim Jiva Chaitanyam Brahmani Eki Bhaved. Add Katham Yatha as it is. Jale Jalam, one illustration. Vannihi Agnau, another illustration. Vyomni Vyoma Sthitam Tatha. Like this. Jale Jalam Sthitam. Vannihi Agnau Sthitam. Vyomni Vyoma Sthitam Tatha. Like this. Tadanim, at that time. What is that at that time? Yogena yada yogena chittam nirindhanagnivat karane shame. First line of 130. What was told there? When the mind gets absorbed in the karana, Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. Actually, this is what is described in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 72nd stanza. What is it? Brahmi Sthiti. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha. Brahmi Sthiti. Brahmani Bhava Sthiti. Brahmani Bhava Sthiti. A state of abidance in Brahma. But Brahma is free from any state. This whose state it is? Buddhehe Antakarnasya. Buddhehe or Antakarnasya Brahmani Bhava Sthiti. So that is what? A state of abidance of Buddhi means Antakarna in Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, in terms of total absorption. That is what Brahmi Sthitihi. Tadanim, then this Jiva Chaitanya, the individualized entity who was parading as distinct from Chit Dimba, with all its characteristic features of samsara, upadhis and upadhi gunadharmas, it is now, they are all discarded. Brahmani Eki Bhavi becomes one with Brahma. How he becomes one with Brahma? Katham, how is it? Yatha, three illustrations are given. Jale Jalam. Water is poured in water, you can't distinguish one from the other. Both are identical. Vannihi Vannau. Fire in the fire. Both are identical, no distinction whatsoever. Vyomni Vyoma Sthitam. A pot was there, mud pot was there. In the total space, you broke the pot space got merged with total space. The only way of saying is only both were one. But the distinction is no more now. That upadhi, that means which was separating is no more. That is what? Space merging in space, vyomni or space abiding in space, fire abiding in fire, water abiding fire, water abiding in water. Like that, no distinction. So therefore, now here what happened now? Chittam Shamed means that Chaitanya, not Chaitanya. That Chitta Antakarna is what? Earlier was all with all mentations, with all Vishesha Vrittis, it appeared to be separate. Now no more. It has assumed the swarup of Atma, which itself is Brahma. So Tatha, in that manner, so what happens? There is no more individuality of Jiva Chaitanya, but is there only one Chaitanya, Brahma itself is there. It is there. Now, having made the mind absorbed like this in this yoga, or what is actually it is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi only. Thereafter, what is to be done? He is not going to be there all along as such. It depends on the prarabdha. How long one can get absorbed in that Swarupa depends on past punya conducive for that also, because some pratibandhakas are there. And what is the nature of his prarabdha also that counts as such. So depending on all that, so once that is accomplished, of course, for Sthita Prajnatva, practice is required. Sthita Prajnatva means Jivan Muktatva. Even when the body is there not getting affected by the afflictions of the body, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi of with Jnana is necessary. Otherwise we have seen, if simple Aparoksha Jnana is there, the direct cognition of Atma Swarupa, even for few moments, wherein the total clarity as to what my Swarupa is, free from all upadhis and the features of upadhis there, and yet if the person is unable to make the mind get absorbed like this, Videha Mukti Moksha is guaranteed. Nothing can stop the person from moksha, means after the death, no rebirth for that person. But if this total absorption is not gained, so long as the body is there, means till death, the person will have to face the music of Drishta Dukkha, Drishta Sukha. Means that according to Prarabdha, Sukha Dukkhas are bound to come. The person will get tossed by that, will get afflicted by that, because that capacity to make the mind get absorbed in the Swarupa is not there. Though direct cognition of our Swarupa is there, Jnana is there, Aparoksha Jnana is there, what is not there is otherwise called as Jnana Nishtha is not there. The firm abidance of the mind in the knowledge is not there. That can be possible provided this yoga, that is what Nirindhanagnivat Chittam Shamnet should be there. It is nothing but Samadhi is going to say, Nirvikalpa Samadhi only. If that is not gained, what will happen? That Jivan Mukti state is not there. Though after the death, Videha Mukti is bound to be there. Till then the person will be afflicted by, outwardly will be afflicted by what? The Sukha Dukkhas that one has to face in accordance with the Prarabdha. So only because Atma Jnana is gained, don't think Prarabdha will not operate. It will operate. From Vyavahara it will operate. But if the Jnani has got total absorption of the mind, in spite of that it is of no value to him, it is immaterial to him. For example, Ramakrishna Paramahansa suffered cancer. When he was, don't think, when he, after Ramakrishna Paramahansa such a great Jnani, so when he suffered cancer, that cancer was very benevolent. It didn't give any pain to him. Not that way. Whenever he was aware of the body, he had the pain. That's why I said, at times he said, oh mother, I am not able to eat. He did complain. But when he was not aware of the body, it was of no consequence whatsoever. So like this, so that way, that is this person, that is Aparoksha Jnana gained for even few moments, can guarantee the Videha Mukti. Means after death, no further transmigration. But till the death, if one has to get freed from this, that Jivan Mukti means such yoga is necessary. The mind getting absorbed in the Swarupa is necessary. So now, having got such state, afterwards, what is it? What does, let us see. Advaitam anubhuyasmin samadhau vyuthita punaha stuvan sarvatmatam tasya brahmano nusmaret tada asmin samadhau Advaitam anubhuya vyuthitaha tasya brahmanaha vyuthitaha tasya brahmanaha sarvatmatam stuvan punaha tada anusmare vyuthitaha tasya sarvatmatam stuvan punaha kada anusmare. Asmin samadhau. In this samadhi, this shows what was told in 130. Yogena chittam shame nirindhanagnivat and kadanim jiva chaitanyam brahmani eki bhavet. All this is what? What was that? Samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi only. So, asmin samadhau, so advaitam anubhuya. Having directly experienced the advaita, and that is what samadhi, and that experience is not with the experiencer intact. In experience intact is what? That is not the Atmanubhava at all. So this is how it is. That is, if Atmanubhava is denied, Ashtanga Yogi will catch you by the ear. Don't think Ashtanga Yogi means only yoga philosophy. There are some people who have discarded the Vedas and they have started their own philosophy around Sankhya, and they say the world is real. But in the past, even Vedantis had taken Ashtanga Yoga as one of the technique for making the mind composed. So that Vedanti also were there. Those who have got this Nirvikalpa Samadhi, they will say, look, this is the Atmanubhava possible. So, and that is what who Pramana says, this I am Atma, which is the experience in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi without Pramata, without Anubhavita, all that is there only Atma Sarupa only there. That is Brahma, pointed out by whom? Shruti Pramana. Without that Shruti Pramana, no other means whatsoever is available to point out this, because it is beyond the purview of all other things. Otherwise, if Shruti were not to come and tell, this is your Sarupa, it could have been any another experience, but very highly desirable experience, because such a Ananda, such a peace there. But that is my Sarupa. Who has to come and tell us? That is where the role of Shruti as Pramana comes. Without that Atmanubhava, Shruti Pramana will not be operating, because that Ayam, what is pointed out, itself is not known, not experienced. How it can work as such? Because all words based on the basis are operating on the basis of experiences, Anubhavas only. Here, this experience is without the Trikuti, because Atma itself is Anubhava Swarupa, which doesn't need Pramata, which doesn't need Anubhavita, nor the means of experience or means of knowledge. It doesn't need at all. So, Asmin Samadhau Advaitam Anubhuya. So, having experienced the Advaita Swarupa Atma, where Pramata is not there, Anubhavita is not there, thing experience, Anubhavya, Prameya is not there. So, what is there is only Anubhava in its true nature, not mixed with any upadhis, not discarded. What is called as, what is not there is Anyatha, that is Anyatha Grahana is not there. See, for Ashtanga Yogi who has not taken to inquiry and discovered one Swarupa, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, no doubt Anyatha Grahana is not there. Anyatha Grahana means misapprehension is not there. But for him, Agrahana is there. Agrahana is what? Non-apprehension as this is my Swarupa, he doesn't know. Because why I have undergone this experience. Maybe at that time what is not there? The one who says I have experience is not there, but earlier he did have it, and that identification in the body still continues. Therefore, Agrahana means non-apprehension is there, but only thing is that Anyatha Agrahana, misapprehension is not there. But here by inquiry that non-apprehension also is eliminated, misapprehension in Advaita Anubhava. So, Asmin Samadhau Advaitam Anubhuya. Now, that state may not be there long lasting. One, of course, one has to take to repeated practice, no doubt. In spite of that, Prarabdha will throw the fellow out of that, at least some good diet, etc. And even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, in exceptional case, was in Samadhi for 40 days. Generally, 18 to 20 days is the duration. Afterwards, it is continuous, it is there, the body withers away. In his case, Sotapuri found that something that is unusual is there. He thought this body is something which is useful for the world. Some mission this body must be having. Therefore, he was taking care of the body by force. He was eating some food, etc. So 40 days also. So that being the case. So now here, but even after that, the body has either the body has to wither away or the person has to come out because of prara. So at that time, what is? So that is thereafter. Vyutkitaha. Vyutkita means having come out of that particular state of absorption of the mind in one's own Swarupa, Vyutkitaha, Tasya Brahmanaha, of that Brahmanaha, what does he do? Sarvatmatam Stuvan. Here, Suvan means what? Anusandadhan. That is appreciating the Sarvatmata. Sarvatmata. Suvan means praise. Praise means appreciating. Sarvatmata means what? Entire Jagat is nothing but the manifestation of one and the same without the Jagat. But the Jagat has no existence apart from Brahma. Just as if a rope is mistaken for a snake, what you do? You see the rope free from snake. And afterwards, if it appears again like a snake, that what know that snake is nothing but rope only. Like that, because of he has come out of this particular state of absorption, Jagat will be perceived as earlier, but he knows what? It is nothing but manifestation of Brahma. It has no existence apart from Brahma. That also what is to be done? Has to be appreciated. So, Prarabdha Vashat, he will be interacting with the world. Suppose for this thing, at that time one knows this Jagat is. So afterwards, while interacting with the world, he knows that Jagat is nothing but manifestation of one and the same Brahma. Otherwise, see, if this knowledge is not there based on Sruti Pramana, Ashtanga Yogi, for him what happens? Jagat is real. At the same time, he has to escape from the Jagat all along, and therefore he has to be in Samadhi all along. He has to, not that he can, but here he tries for that, because taking the Jagat as real. That is not here. So, when the Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa totally free from the Jagat is appreciated, even if afterward Jagat appreciates, it was not there, which appears there, earlier it was there, in between it was not there, now appears there, means Agama Apai, comes and goes, false in nature, Mithya. When you say Mithya, false, we don't mean it is not experienced, but what we mean is it is not everlasting. It has got a beginning, it has got an end. It comes, it goes. Agama, arrival is there. Apaya, departure is there. But what is that without coming and going is Chaitanya Sarupa, Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, that he has directly cognized. So therefore, entire Jagat is nothing but manifestation of this Brahma. That is what he says. Sarvatmatam Stuvan. So Sarvatmatam Stuvan. So praising means appreciating repeatedly the Sarvatmata. So what does he do? Punaha, again. Now earlier it was without Jagat, now with Jagat, what does he do? Sada Anusmari. What does he always think of? The same Brahma. Now with the false Jagat, earlier it was totally free from Jagat. So Jagat is now Badhita, it is nullified. If though appears, it is nullified, it is Badhita, or what is called as Badhita means sublated. Appearance is there, but reality is not there. It is sublated. It is sublated. So now here, the two aspects of knowledge are pointed out. I had hinted it when we are talking. No, I had taken also, but in this context, let us see it again. In that Anubhava, we are analyzing the Atma Anubhava in the context of stanza 49. I had told you, knowledge has two aspects, as given in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, stanza 55. Bhaktyama, Lord Krishna says, Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvata. Bhaktya, their bhakti is not this other bhakti. Bhakti is jnana nishtha, that is established there. One has to study the bhasha there. By jnana lakshanaya bhaktya means jnana nishtha. By that, mam abhijati, knows me the Ishvara. How? Yavan and yavanasmi yahacha asmi. Yavan, of what dimension am I? And what exactly in reality I am. So that is what he knows. There, Bhashikara explains what is that Yavan told there and what is Yat Yascha Aham Asmi. So first let us see now, Yahacha Aham Tatvataha Asmi. What I am in reality, that is what Lord says. In reality, Parameshwara, Paramatma, what it is in reality, Bhashikara Yavan, Yascha Aham. He says this, he explains this, Vidhvasta Sarvopadi Bhedaha. The one in whom all upadhis are what? Vidhvasta means eliminated, terminated, no trace of it, upadhi is cognized. From embodiment onwards, entire Jagat is totally eliminated, free from that. Again, and who is that? Uttamaha Purushaha. Mahakshara Purusha, or Akshar Purusha, 15th chapter. Uttamaha Purusha. Free from means entire creation and ignorance, Maya, free from that. Akasha Kalpaha, Akasha Tulyaha, all pervasive like Akasha. Again, Advaitam Chaitanya Matraika Rasam. Advaitam Chaitanya Matraika Rasam. Only Chaitanya, which is nothing but non-dual. Rasa means what? Ananda Sarupa, not even the least trace of sorrow. Ajam, free from birth. Amaram, free from death. Abhayam, no fear at all because no jagat, no duality is there. Anidhanam, nidhana means not. No, not indestructible. This is exactly what is pointed out here is Asmin, that Yahacha Asmi, direct cognition. Asmin Samadhau Advaitam Anubhuya. Yahacha Ahamasmi Vekti Tattvataha corresponds to Asmin Samadhau Advaitam Anubhuya. Then Yavan. What is that means? What expanse have I? There Bhashyakara says, what is that Yavan? Upadhikrita Vistara Bhedaha. One, in terms of creation, one who has got this expanse of all upadhis and what is manifested through upadhis. Upadhikrita Vistara Bhedaha. That is what Upadhikrita Vistara Bhedaha Yavan is here. So that is what referred to as Tasya Sarvatmakam Tuvam. This is appreciating in and through the expanse of Jagat, what the Brahma which has got manifest. So what is that Tuvam Stuti? Now he gives a sample. So Stuti itself gives a sample. Let us see what it is. That is Tuvam means Stuti. Yoga. What are the four steps? Tapas, Yoga, Stuti, Bodha. Bodha already was taught earlier. Tapas and Yoga were taught. What is the Stuti now? So one, after having got mind absorbed like this, when he comes out of that and interacts with the world, so in and through the entire Jagat he sees nothing but Brahma only. How is it? A sample is given as seen by a great Muni called Kutsaha. Kutsa is the name of a sage Muni. So how Kutsa? That is described. Like Vamadeva's statement we find. Aham Manurabhavam etc. Itare we find. Like that here. A great sage. That also Vamadeva's statement also is Stuti only. And everything here is showing. So like this here. Kutso Munir Yatha Staushit. Tvam Brahmetyadina Tatha Stuvannapanude Dvaita Vasanam Tiramashritam Yatha Munihi Kutsaha Tvam Brahma. Tvam Brahma in inverted comma. It is from original Shruti. Ityadina. Tvam Brahma Ityadina. Ityadina. Staushit. Ityadina. Staushit. Tatha. Stuvan. Chiram Ashritam Dvaita Vasanam Apanude. Tuvan Apanude by Sandhi becomes double number. Tuvan Apanude. Now Tuvan Chiram Ashritam Dvaita Vasanam Apanude. Yatha, just as Munihi Kutsa. A great sage by Muni by name Kutsa. What did he do? Says, having that Advaitam, Anubhaya, etc., that stage he has already crossed now, and then afterwards, what did he do? Tvam Brahma Ityadina Staushi. He prayed that Brahma as what? Tvam Brahma, etc. Let us see what actually he said. I will give you. So with this, in terms of this, he praised Brahma means in and to everything he was seeing. Brahma means Brahma is everything that is he was. That is what he was declaring. That is his declaration based on direct cognition. What did he say there? Tvam Brahma. So, Tvam Brahma, that is here. Brahma is, you are Brahma. Then he says, you are Brahma, you are Vishnu. All this is told by Kutsa in the this Maitrayana Upanishad. There says, you are Brahma, you are Vishnu, you are Rudra, you are Prajapati, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, Indra. So Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Prajapati, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, Indra, Vishakaraha. Vishakaraha means moon. Vishakaraha, moon. Manuhu, Manu, Yamaha, you are Yama. Prithvi, you are earth. Achyutaha, maybe Krishna, but Krishna may not be there at that time. Vishnu separately has been given. Achyutaha means this way. So you never became Jagat. What is the meaning of Achyuta? Na Chutaha. Chuta means fallen. Not fallen means one who has never deviated from one's own Swarupa. Even Vishnu also is called Achyuta for that. So though he may take avatara or this thing, he is in his own Swarupa. Achyutaha means you are always Brahma Swarupa, even though Srishti may appear to be there, no intrinsic change whatsoever in your Swarupa. If therefore Jagat is only false, that you are Achyutaha. Then Brahman, this is Nirguna Brahma, that you are Nirguna Brahma, Brahman. Earlier Brahma was this Brahma, one of the Trinity. Brahman, and also it says you are entire Jagat. Then he says, Vishveshwara Namastubhyam. O Vishveshwara, the one who is the overlord of entire Jagat. Vishwa means also Sarva, Sarveshwara, one who is the overlord of entire Jagat. Namastubhyam. See now, I offer salutation because now he is not in the state of total absorption Advaita, till that Bhajita Adat Tadatmya with the body is there. So that making use of that sublated identification of the body. Oh Vishwesh, I salute you. Namastubhyam. And who are you? Vishwatma. Vishwatma means Sarvatma. Again, Vishwakarmakrut. Vishwakarmakrut. Sarvakarmakrut. You are the one who does everything. Without you, nothing can take place in the entire creation. All actions are possible because of you. Vishwabhuk. You are the one who, at whose altar, all experiences of all people fall. We may say, I experience, but I experience what? Without Chaitanya, what can be experienced? So, Vishwabhuk is Sarvabhuk. All experiences are at your altar only. Vishwabhuk. Vishwamayaha Tvam. Sarvamayaha. All expanse of this creation in terms of projection of Maya is what? Is you only as such. Without you, Maya is inoperative. Vishwa Kridaratihi Prabhu. Vishwa Kridarati, one who is what? Is sitting in this Leela of entire Jagat. Prabhu, the overlord of everything, or Prabhu also, the one from whom all this expanse of Jagat has emerged. Prakarshena Bhavati Asmat iti Prabhu. That from whom everything is born, also Prabhu. Prabhu also means an overlord, master. Namah Shantatmane Tubhyam. Unto you, he is Shanta Swarupa. Atmane means Swarupa. One who is always Shanta Swarupa. Unto you, my Namaskara. Namo Guhyatamaya cha. My salutation unto you who is Guhyatamaha. Guhyatamaha means the one whose nature cannot be known. The topmost secret. Why topmost secret? You know, we are searching Brahma, is it not? Which Brahma? With our own Swarupa. Therefore, Namo Guhyatamaya cha Achintyaya. The one who cannot be thought of as this, Achintyaya. Prameyaya. The one who is not an object of any pramana. Anadi Nidhanaya cha. One who has no Adi, no Nidhana. Nidhana means Nasha. Means Adi Anta Rahita. Anadi Nidhanaya cha. You are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Prajapati, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, Indra, Nishakara, Manu, Yama, Prithvi, Achyutaha, Brahman, Nirguna Brahma, an entire Jagat, then Vishveshwara, Namastubhyam, Vishvatma, Vishwakarmakrit, Vishwabhuk, Vishwamayaha Tvam, Vishwakrida Ratihi Prabhu. Namaha Shantatmani Tubhyam, Namo Guhyatamaya cha Achintyaya Aprameyaya Anadi Vidhanaya cha. A sample of Sthiti is given. So in this way, Stuvan Astaushi, so Brahma Ityadina Astaushi. In the same manner, Others also should do. Stuvan means reading like this, appreciating entire manifested Jagat, nothing but Brahma Swarupa. What should be done? Chiram ashritam dvaita vasanam apanude. What for this is given? Because that earlier dvaita vasana, I am different from Jagat, I am different from Ishvara, and Jagat is real, I am the body, etc. These notions are there in our antakarana since beginningless time. So those sanskaras will continue. Those sanskaras have to be counteracted by repeated appreciation. Everything is nothing but Brahma Swarupa. So therefore, Chiram Ashritam, that which is there for a long time. Long time means from the beginningless time as well. What is it? Dvaita Vasana. Dvaita Vasana. All the habitual errors of taking the body as I and distinct from other things and Jagat as Satyam real. So all these erroneous notions, Dvaita Vasana, what should be done? Apanude, should be dispelled, should be discarded. Then what is the result? Yoga Dadvaita Vijnani Vasanayascha Sankshaye Santyajya Jivata Bhrantim Paramatmatvam First line as it is. Yogad Advaita Vijnani Vasanayascha Sankshaye, add Sati, Jivata Bhrantim Santyaj Paramatmatvam Apnuyat. Yoga, by yoga we know what that yoga is. Advaita Vijnani, when the Advaita Jnana takes place, because Stuti Pramana also comes there. So, and by Stuti, as told in the 133, Vasanayascha Samshaye Sati. By Stuvan, by appreciating repeatedly, entire Jagat is manifestation of same Brahma, appreciating that fact. Samshaye. Sammakshaya, Samkshaya. Samkshaya because it comes to that Ma becomes Kakagaganga, Nesal it becomes. So you can say Samkshaya or Sankshaye. Actually, Sankshaye is the right way of pronunciation. Makara is as far as possible, other Samkshaye. So Samkshaye Sati. So Advaita Vijnana by Yoga means as to 130, 131, 132. Then Vasanaya Samkshaye by Stuti as shown in 133, second line we are seeing that way. Samkshaye Sati, when this has taken place, Jivata Bhrantim Santyajya. That erroneous notion that I am Jiva is Santyajya, Samyaktajya, no trace of it will be there after. Then this much is actually here, Jivan Mukti he has got. Santyajya, Paramatmatvam Apniya. One should be one Swarupa, that is Paramatma. One should discover one's own Swarupa, that is Paramatma. So these are the means. And that Jivatva Bhranti, that notion that I am a Jiva, which is now terminated, just is reminds now. How it had come? Due to ignorance. Due to ignorance. And this is the way how it can be discarded, it can be terminated. It just say it was a product of ignorance only, and it deprived us of our Swarupa, which is Paramatma Swarupa. Ta bhrantis tamasa janya tamastvashitamatmani paramatmattvamavrutya kalpaye jivata bhramam sa bhrantihi tamasa janya tamaha tu atmani ashritam tamaha tu ashritam tamastvashritam anvaya tamaha tu atmani ashritam. Again tamaha Paramatmatvam Avrutya Jivata Bhamam Kalpayet. Paramatmatvam Avrutya Jivata Bhamam Kalpayet. Sa Bhranti. That Bhranti, that erroneous notion. What is that Sa? Jivata Bhranti. That notion that I am a samsari jiva, you know from where it had come? Tamasa Janya, born of tamas. Now this word could be properly understood. Tamas here means ajnana, ignorance. But not simply ignorance at individual level. It also stands for Prakriti or Maya. Generally, Vedanta, no, we don't distinguish between Prakriti and Maya. Ajnana also synonyms. But Ajnana at individual level, Prakriti or Maya at the totality level. In some Upanishads, distinct divisions are made, especially here where Paingalo Upanishad and Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad, which was also shown in chapter 1, stanza 6 of Panchadashi. You can refer that first chapter 16 stanza of Panchadashi. There the distinction is made between Maya and Prakriti. So what is it there? So he says that Prakriti is constituted of Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. Prakriti is Prakarshena Kriti Yogyatva. Prakarshena Kriti Yogyatva means that which has got the all potentiality to create the Jagat. Prakarshena Kriti Yogyatva. That which has got all potentiality to create the Jagat. It is constituted of Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. But this Prakriti manifests as Maya and Avidya. What is Maya and what is Avidya? By Sattva Shuddhi it becomes Maya. Sattva Shuddhi means Vishuddha Sattva Pradhana Prakriti. Prakriti where Sattva Guna is predominant, that is what is called as Maya, operated by who? Ishvara to create the Jagat. So whereas Sattva Shuddhi, Sattva Vishuddhi, Sattvasya Avishuddhi means impurity. In other words, that is what is Avidya, Sattva Vishuddhi. See, Sattva Shuddhi is Maya. Sattva Vishuddhi is Avidya. What is Sattva Vishuddhi? Malina Sattva Pradhana, Rajastamo Mishrita Prakriti. Malina Sattva Pradhana, Rajastamo Mishrita Prakriti. So that is what is Avidya. So Prakriti is divided into Maya and Avidya. You can refer to Panchari chapter 1, stanza 16. You can see my commentary also. But actually origin of this is Paingalo Upanishad and Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. Of course, in my commentary this reference is not there. Paingalo Upanishad and Saraswati, because I got this reference after the commentary was printed. Anyway, you can make a note of that. Paingalo Upanishad and Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. It is there means it is in accordance with the Shruti only. So therefore, here Ajnana means actually Prakriti Maya, because next stanza will make it further clear. So Sa Bhranti Tamasa. Tamasa means Ajnanena, ignorance. Ignorance in terms of Prakriti or Maya. Janya born. Tamahatu, that Prakriti, where is it? Atmani Ashrita. It has got basis where? Atma, because inert itself cannot do anything. So it is based on Atma, Brahma only. What does that Prakriti or Avidya, Ajnana, Tamaha do? Tamaha, Paramatmatvam Avrutya. Having conceived, having veiled, having denied the knowledge of Paramatma, what does it do? Jivata Brahmam Kalpayi. It creates the Jivata Brahma. That is how the Jivatva, Samsaritva is mistaken, not knowing the Paramatma Swarupa of each and every one of us. By the by, in the context, how Ishvaratva also comes is told in the next stanza. Actually, it is not the topic here, but it's something relevant. So this is how what happens, Jivata comes and how it is to be eliminated was described so far. So in that context, again, Ishvaratva was told in the context that Prakriti only is responsible, Tamaha, that Tamaha, Prakriti only is responsible for Ishvaratva, because the Chaitanya which is Pratibimbita, reflected in that Prakriti, called here as Tama, that is what Ishvara, just in the context he says that. So, that is Ajnane means mayayam or prakrutau. Yaha chiratmanaha pratibimbaha. Whatever the reflection of Chaitanya, saha eva, that reflection, that chit pratibimba only, jagat srishtyadikarta Ishvaraha. He is the Ishvara who is jagat srishtyadi karta. Iti prasangad aha in 136. Prasangad means context was there, and therefore say this is what is Ishvara in that particular context. He says in the stanza 136. Because of avidya, jivatva comes due to tama, prakriti only. So therefore here that tamas has to be taken as prakriti. Then only both will fit as avidya and also maya. That both will fit. 136. Yada varakam ajnanam atmasmin pratibimbati Ishvara pratibimbosau srishthyadinam pravartakaha Yad avarakam ajnanam add asti asmin atma pratibimbati. Asmin atma pratibimbati. Asau pratibimbaha Ishvaraha. Add saha srishthyadinam pravartakaha. Saha srishthyadinam pravartakaha. Yad, whatever, avarakam ajnanam asti. Avarakam, that veils ajnana. What is ajnana here is, takes it as prakriti. So what is prakriti? Maya aspect also is there. Prakriti means both maya and avidya aspects are there in it. So yad avarakam, that which conceals, veils our paramatma sarupa, that prakriti or ajnana, ignorance is there. Asmin, in that prakriti, atma pratibimbati. Atma means paramatma gets reflected. And asau, this pratibimbaha, this reflection of atma, paramatma in prakriti, called here as tamas or ajnana, he is who? Ishvaraha, means paramatma conditioned by maya aspect of prakriti is Ishvara. Paramatma conditioned by avidya aspect is Jiva. So that is, that Ansha etc. is possible because of Sopadhikatva and Nirupadhikatva. So that is what Ishvaraha. And Saha, that Ishvara is who? Srishthyadinam pravartakaha. He is one who looks after or one who takes care of Srishti Adi. Srishti, creation. Adi for Sthiti, sustenance. And Samhara, destruction. Srishthyadinam. Adi for Sthiti and Samhara. Pravartakaha. Pravartakaha, the motivator, the prompter means one who effects the creation, sustenance of the creation and destruction of the creation. But actually who is the Paramatma only. So Paramatma only in this way due to Upadhi of Prakriti at two different levels of facets of Prakriti, that is Upadhi, in terms of Maya and Avidya appears as Ishvara and Jiva. And how that Jivatva has to be eliminated, all Upaya was given. Now the context has come earlier in stanza 65 to 7. The Paramatma or Brahma itself is available in Swamsha Rupena in Deha Vastha. Paramatma, Brahma itself is available in its one form where? In the Deha Vastha. Again in 72 it was questioned. So how Akhanda Paramatma, one who is non-divisible, how can he have Ausha? Was question.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripadayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahesha Guru Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yangsho Varahita Brahmana Santu Nirmaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हर